Well, this spring, I went on my dream vacation to Paris and Rome. It was so exciting. I've never been to Paris before. I just couldn't wait till the airlines touched to the ground and I got up to this magnificent city. I booked a hotel room right near the Arc de Triomphe that I wanted to see for all my life. Well, here we are at the fabulous Arc de Triomphe in Paris. I finally made it. Beautiful architecture here. Hello in Sin City. And let's take a tour, shall we? Right here is where Charles Steele flew his plane through. All this amazing history. The Louvre. The Eiffel Tower. I've made it to the Eiffel Tower here in lovely Paris. We're going to take our tour and continue on. We're in Paris, so let's go. Okay, we are standing inside the Eiffel Tower looking up. It took 2 years to construct this beautiful architecture. And then I heard something, the tour guide said something like there was a guy that jumped off the Eiffel Tower and the police stood by and he hesitated at the last minute and he jumped on the icy concrete and splattered right all over the ground for everybody. So if anybody's thinking of jumping off the Eiffel Tower, I wouldn't do it. It was beautiful weather that day at the Eiffel Tower. And I rode the merry-go-round. Here we are on the carousel in front of the Eiffel Tower. Me and Stevie. Say hi, Stevie. Hi. Here we are. Woo! Eiffel Tower. And then I took a riverboat cruise right down to see all the beautiful sights of Paris. My jacket, got him down to 80 euros. I got a belt, I got 15 euros. They have a lot of vintage shops here, designer shops. I got this. I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for that, but you know, style, the rock and roll back in Sin City. And there's some great shops here in Paris. And we also got some characters over here. Now take a look over there.
Non, mais il ne voit pas sur les photos.
So we've got a lot of great things here in Paris. Great clothes, and let's do some more shopping. Later that night, the streets of Paris came alive, and I decided to go pay a trip down to Moulin Rouge through the metro. I saw a fight, but I didn't have the record button on my camera, go figure, and I just saw the last of the shoving match. When I was down to the metro, I couldn't help but notice this poster of the band Europe right on the metro wall. It looked like somebody had tried to peel a little bit of it off already. And I just wanted that poster so badly. It was such a souvenir. I mean, the writing was in French and it talked about rock and roll. I connected with it. I'm in a foreign country. I didn't want to get thrown in jail. So just as I reached the exit, I saw two guys come up and they said, "Hey, do you have a piece of gum?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I got a piece of gum." And the guy had a joint and I guess his throat was a little dry. So I asked him, I said, "Hey, do they throw people in jail for stealing a poster off the wall here at the metro?" And he said, "Where is it?"
Non, on n'y arrivera pas.
It won't come off?
So difficult.
It's...
I think just one piece is good.
Yeah, as much as you can get.
Not all, but one piece is...
It's ready. Let's see.
No, because it's not possible. It's so fixed.
Can you pull some of it off?
I think.
Yeah, just as much as you can. Yeah, will we get in trouble?
And you have a piece of Paris.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup. I just ran out of there. Merci beaucoup, and I started running down the metro. I got this much of the Europe poster off the metro wall by two friendly strangers. I gave them a piece of gum. They asked me for a piece of gum, and they aided me. They were my accomplices to get this Europe poster. We can only get part of it, though. We ripped it off the wall, and I went running out of the metro station. So here's one for rock and roll. The next day, we went to the Palace of Versailles. Okay, after many train situations where we couldn't find it, we finally got the Palace of Versailles. Louis XIV and XVI and all his other Louis, and Napoleon lived, and Marie Antoinette. We're going to find out. And I really connected with Marie Antoinette. I wanted to know all the history in that grand palace. We toured the gardens. Saint-Michel. That is where I bought my co-star, Jean-Philippe, who I named after the tour guide. I'm so excited. Look at this place. It took us 4 hours to get here from Paris. We're gonna walk up to the top. I'm gonna make it up there, I swear. Exciting stuff. Okay, let's get inside. Here we go, up to the steps of the Abbey. Okay, we finally made it to the top of the Abbey. Was it 10,000 steps? I don't know how they did this in 800 years ago when it was built, but I also got my shopping bag full of goodies, a lot of great stuff, a lot of cool necklaces. And out here we see, well, what do we see? Sand and land and people and cool stuff. Okay, we're inside the Abbey. Look at this 800-year-old church, monastery, Abbey. I went shopping in Paris. I found so many cool things. It was so exciting to be there. Were beheaded. As you look around, see the beautiful fountains, and then over here is where the guillotine was. When Louis XVI was led to this precise point, he cried to the people, "I am an innocent man! Revolt! Revolt!" But the drums drowned out his cries, and he was beheaded. The same with Marie Antoinette. She came to this area here. Thousands and thousands of Parisians filled the square. And when her head was cut off, everyone went and put their handkerchiefs in the blood and sucked the blood to get the blue blood. They wanted to taste the blue blood. So sad, my Marie Antoinette. I can relate to a woman tormented. But I went to Jim Morrison's grave, and then when I got there, they told me they were closed. They said we couldn't get in. I said, hey, I came all this way from America to pay tribute to Jim Morrison. I even tried to give them money. They didn't care. I tried to sneak in with the military. How come it's closed? I need to get in to see Jim Morrison's grave.
Sorry, I don't speak English.
Oh, Jim Morrison's grave? I'm trying to get in.
Sorry, speak English.
Oh. all this shit. I'm trying to get in to see Jim Morrison's grave. How come I want to get in to see?
You just tell it his all day, all the day.
Je pense que vous allez traverser, vous allez sortir de l'autre côté.
Yesterday, as day là?
Yeah, yesterday.
It's closed. It's closed.
All day today?
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow,
You don't know. You don't know. You don't know.
I'm trying to get in to see Jim Morrison's grave.
this afternoon, maybe it will open.
At what time?
I don't know. I don't know.
Today, maybe today.
Can I go in with you to see Jim Morrison's grave? I just want to take a picture of Jim Morrison's grave.
No picture.
Oh, son of a bitch.
So did you say there's a meeting?
Madame, pas de photo.
Well, I'm standing at the gates to the cemetery where Jim Morrison is buried, and I wanted to reach his spirit by singing to him, but they won't let us in. I even offered them money. They just laughed at me. And I tried to sneak in with the military, but they wouldn't let me hitch a ride. So, I don't know. It's back to America tomorrow. I may have to see Jim Morrison the next time I come to Paris.